Welcome to Bloodbath & Beyond. Today I'm going to be breaking down the brand new Chucky 7-movie collection from Universal. First we're going to kick it off with the actual package. It looks like a good guy doll in his box. You have Chucky front and center in a lenticular cover, so when you move it, it kind of looks like there's plastic covering Chucky. I think it might have been a little bit better if it wasn't the brand new Cult of Chucky doll, only because I don't like him that much. I prefer the original, but it's pretty cool looking anyway, and I just really love like the clean packaging. I do have like the old Chucky collection as well. The brand new version looks way better than the old one. I like the set, but I don't like the cover, so this is kind of cool. It showcases all of the movies on the back, as well as some of the special features, but it doesn't give you a proper breakdown of what the special features are. It just kind of gives you, it says deleted scenes, gag reels, commentaries, and all that stuff, but it doesn't say specifically which movie they are for. So that's what I'm going to make this video about, so you know exactly what you're getting when you pick up the brand new 7-movie collection. Opening up the box, we actually have all of the movies on their own discs, which is nice because you don't have to kind of go through all like the jumbled up menus that you might find with like, say, the Saw collection that comes on 2 discs. This, we have an individual disc for every single movie, Child's Play through Cult of Chucky. Talking about the special features, there are a ton. If you already own the complete Chucky collection of the first 6, then all of these are the exact same discs that you're finding in the brand new box. Just the new box has the Cult of Chucky with all of the special features that you'll find on the standalone Blu-ray. So if you already own the complete collection, you might just be better off buying the standalone Cult of Chucky movie. Although this is reasonably priced at like $45 on Amazon. So I mean, if you're gonna spend 20 bucks or 25 bucks on Cult of Chucky, you may as well spend the extra 20 bucks and get all of the movies once again. Although we know maybe in a couple years, if we get an 8th movie, we'll probably get another pack. But I mean, I'm a completionist, so I'm going to have all of the versions anyway. So now I'm going to break down all of these special features on every disc in the collection. I'm just going to kind of run through it really quickly, and then we'll get a little bit more in depth when we get to Cult, because that's all the fresh new content that just came out in 2017. So on Child's Play 1, we have the feature commentary by Alex Vincent, Catherine Hicks, and Chucky designer Kevin Yagher. Commentary with David Kirschner and screenwriter Don Mancini. You have a couple other select scene Chucky commentaries. We have a couple bonuses, which is The Evil Comes in Small Packages, The Birth of Chucky, and The Creating the Horror, as well as Unleashed. We have Chucky Building a Nightmare, a monster convention, introducing Chucky, the making of Child's Play, a photo gallery, and some of the storyboards. When it comes to Child's Play 2 and Child's Play 3, we have the film and we have the trailers for both movies. There are no additional bonus content, unfortunately. I was really hoping that the complete 7-movie collection would add some extra features to some of the previous films that didn't have so many. Unfortunately, that isn't the case. Moving on to Bride of Chucky, we have Bride of Chucky Spotlight on Location, a feature commentary with director Ronny, feature commentary with Jennifer Tilly, Brad Dourif, and Don Mancini, and the theatrical trailer. When it comes to Seed of Chucky, we have Slash Scene with audio commentary by writer and director Don Mancini and Debbie Carrington. Here's Chucky, a small featurette, Family Holiday slideshow, Conceiving the Seed of Chucky, Tilly on the Tonight Show, which is actually pretty funny, Fusion Up Close with the Seed of Chucky stars, storyboard to final feature comparison, a feature commentary with writer-director Don Mancini and puppet master Tony Gardner, another commentary with writer and director Don Mancini and Jennifer Tilly, the theatrical trailer, and the teaser trailer. On Curse, we have deleted scenes, a gag reel, Playing with Dolls, the making of Curse of Chucky, Living Doll bringing Chucky to life, Voodoo Doll, the Chucky legacy, storyboard comparisons, a feature commentary with director Don Mancini, puppeteer Tony Gardner, and the star Fiona Dourif. Now moving on to Cult of Chucky, we have a bunch of different special features, including deleted scenes. There's actually 3 deleted scenes where you can toggle on and off commentary from Don Mancini. 2 of these scenes are correlated because we have one where we have Carlos selling photos of Nika online and then him making amends afterwards. Both scenes, I'm glad they kind of left out. They're a little bit slow. The first one actually had some really good cinematography, and it actually helps correct one of my issues that I had with Cult of Chucky, where they use split focus in like 1 or 2 scenes, and I complained about it in our review because they didn't have multiple scenes of it. Well, they actually use it in this deleted scene, which would have really helped, and I think I might have preferred that this was left in the movie, to be honest. Madeline's Prescription is another scene that just kind of shows Maddie bonding with Chucky, And I thought it was shot really well. There's a nice little long take where it goes from nurse to nurse, and I'm not sure why they cut this one. Maybe it was for time, but it seemed like it would fit the movie, and they probably should have left it in. Another thing to note is this disc does have both the rated and unrated versions. So the rated one is the one that you'll find on Netflix that has about a minute to a minute and a half trimmed, and it's going to be really difficult to figure out where that is. There's gore on the Netflix one, but there are certain aspects of it. Maybe they hold the shot a little bit longer on the unrated version and stuff like that. The rated version that you'll find on Netflix also has the exclusion of the post-credit scene, so if you want to watch Cult of Chucky in all its glory, it's best to watch the unrated cut. Moving on to a couple other special features on Cult of Chucky, we have Inside the Insanity of Cult of Chucky, which is basically a little featurette kind of explaining the process of Cult of Chucky, and it shows some really cool behind-the-scenes stuff. This one's a little bit short. I was hoping for a longer making of documentary. It is only about 6 or 7 minutes, but I mean, it's still pretty cool. My favorite special feature has to be Good Guy Gone Bad, the Incarnations of Chucky. This actually shows you how they make Chucky work when it comes to all the puppeteering. It shows all 7 people that they use to kind of create Chucky. One of the coolest aspects is seeing how they control his mouth. They use Brad Dourif's lines and recreate the mouth movements, capture and record those mouth movements, and then they can bring Chucky on set and his mouth will move and play the voice line.
If I wanted you dead, you'd be tits up by now.
So the puppeteers can focus on moving his eyes, head, and his body around without focusing on trying to move the lips at the same time that they're on set. It was really cool, and there's a lot of other neat stuff that you get to see. The next little special feature we have is called the Dollhouse, and this kind of goes into more of the people on set and what it's like growing up, say, as Fiona and the daughters of some of the crew members, and how their lives are influenced by Chucky or horror in general. And so it's kind of neat to just see the family members being involved together on the set of the Child's Play films. This is more of a little emotional vignette as opposed to delving into Child's Play. It's just really how Child's Play affects the filmmakers and their families. And the final special feature we have is the commentary with Don Mancini and the head puppeteer, Tony Gardner. It's excellent. Hearing the commentary kind of explains why they had to do certain things and a little bit of what they were trying to go for with this entry in the series. And so it gives you a little bit more insight. So it's worth checking out, especially if you didn't necessarily like Cult of Chucky, or maybe you thought it was a little bit too slow. Watching the commentary might clear up any confusion that you might have had with either the storyline or why they made some of the decisions that they did. All in all, this is an excellent collection. It looks great. I love the cover, and you have all of the Child's Play films on separate discs. Even if you own the Chucky collection that came out a few years prior, this is worth having, because if you're going to spend $20 or $25 on Cult of Chucky, then you may as well get the whole collection for an extra $20. It's too affordable to pass up, and it looks too damn cool. If you guys are interested in checking this out, there are links in the description. And if you haven't seen the movies and you want to check out our reviews maybe, we have reviewed the entire Child's Play collection, and we have a playlist linked in the description. If this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe to the channel, stay updated with everything Bloodbath and beyond.